Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. Sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. If you are willing to go out on a limb, the tree of life holds endless possibilities. If the enemy has occupied them before you, do not follow him, but retreat and try to entice him away. Believe those who are seeking the truth, doubt those who find it. There are no second chances in life, except to feel remorse. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. All the fish needs is to get lost in the water. All man needs is to get lost in Tao. Stop doing what is easy or popular. Start doing what is right. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying, the number is infinite. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. The tragedy of life is what dies inside a man while he lives. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. Life is all about becoming a better version of yourself. Either in conflict with others or in harmony with them, we go through life like a runaway horse, unable to stop. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. There is no saint without a past, no sinner without a future. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Fez est ab host docere. One should learn even from one's enemies. There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. After your death, you will be what you were before your birth. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. You can't always be right, but you can be wrong a lot less. Over time, hidden truths morph in the dark soil of deceit into something much worse. Without education, you're not going anywhere in this world. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. If you are strong, appear weak, but if you are weak, appear strong. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Nobody ever lives their life all the way up, except bullfighters. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Sometimes, when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. A human being is part of a whole called by us the universe. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. It takes writing 1 billion bad words before you get to the good ones. Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing. Before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. For every expert, there is an equal and opposite expert. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. The job of feats is walking, but the hobby is dancing. Changing is what people do when they have no options left. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. We have 4 problems: overthinking, trust, share, love. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. Success awaits those who steadfastly commit to any requisite sacrifice. Transmit the established facts. Do not transmit words of exaggeration. If you do that, you will probably come out all right. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. Fear is nothing more than a negative assessment of risk. Go slowly so that you do not bite your tail by accident. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. Genius is measured not by static volume, but by kinetic vision. Even in the loneliest moments, I have been there for myself. Only dead fish go with the flow. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. Truth is what stands the test of experience. Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. When you lose your smile, you lose your way in the chaos of life. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, choose selfishness, have few desires. The expert in anything was once a beginner. I do not believe in taking the right decision. I take a decision and make it right. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it. Old ways won't open new doors. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools.